Hey guys, I'm here to do a cooking video. I haven't done one in a long time. And the reason why is I hate this kitchen. In my apartment that I'm in, it is super small, and I don't know, I just don't like the layout of it. So as soon as I get my house, you guys, in the fall, I will be doing cooking videos all the time. I actually plan to try to do at least a couple per week once I move. So for now, they will be sporadic, unfortunately. Today's recipe is actually my mom's eggplant parm. The only difference here is my mom would never use jarred sauce. She always uses her homemade, like, marinara sauce. So I don't have the time to make that right now. I'm just busy with Grady all day. I'm lucky I could even squeeze this in. It is the middle of the afternoon, so I'm making this now so that all I have to do is bake it when my husband comes home from work. It is a super simple meal to make. As you can see, there are not that many ingredients. You're just going to need some vegetable oil. You can also use canola oil. You could use olive oil, but I don't like olive oil in this recipe because it alters the flavor of the eggplant, just my opinion. Olive oil is obviously fine if that's what you prefer and what you like. I just have some mozzarella cheese, one large eggplant, just some salt and pepper. Again, the jarred sauce, if you have homemade sauce or you have the time to make homemade sauce, by all means use that. It will obviously be a lot better. And then just 3 large eggs. And I will show you guys the process how to make it. Okay guys, so I just have some eggplant going. What you want to do is set up sort of an assembly line, just your eggplant with the egg and then the egg closest to the hot pan. You're definitely going to want to preheat the oil before you put the eggplant in, or else the eggplant will absorb the oil flavor, and you don't want that. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip it over. And you just want a nice golden brown like that. It doesn't have to be all the way cooked through because it's going to go in the oven to bake. So just a nice golden brown, just like that. And you don't want to crowd the pan, so you want to put maybe 4, at the most 5 pieces into the oil at one time. And then I also, keeping with the assembly line thing, I also have a plate with some paper towel next to the pan so that I can get any excess oil off. You want it to be as healthy as possible. Some people like their eggplant parm breaded. I've had it that way. It's great. I just personally like it the way my mother makes it, which is just like my grandmother made it, and I'm sure her mother made it like that as well. So I'm just about keeping with tradition. I pretty much grew up eating all Italian food, probably 5 nights of the week. My mom's an excellent cook, and this is just a foolproof, excellent eggplant parm. It's so delicious. And I really don't think it needs the breadcrumb. It's extra calories, an extra step, and I think it takes away from the eggplant flavor. So these are almost done. I'm just going to let them go on the other side, and I'm just going to keep kind of dropping them and just, again, keeping with the assembly line, putting them on this plate. And I'm just going to get some more egg going on the eggplant slices, and I'll keep showing you guys how we do it. Okay guys, so my eggplant is fried just very lightly again. It doesn't have to be cooked all the way through. You just want that really nice golden brown crust on it, which just creates that flavor that you're looking for. So I'm just going to use this baking dish right here. I actually just sprayed it lightly with some butter flavored Pam just on the bottom and the sides, just to make it easier to clean up a little bit later. And I'm going to go ahead right now and start the process of creating the layers. So the first thing I'm going to do is add just a little bit of sauce in the bottom, just like that. Let me grab a spoon. So kind of like making a pizza, you're just going to spread out the sauce. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just, so it's not dry and caked on the bottom. So we're just going to do a little bit of the sauce. And then next we are going to start building the layers. So I'm just going to take the eggplant, which is nice and warm, and you just want a single layer of eggplant. And you just want to cover as much of the dish on the bottom as you can. So it's sort of fun figuring out how to do that. So it doesn't have to be perfect. You can use some of your smaller pieces like that. So there is my first layer. Next I'm going to add the mozzarella cheese. So it's going to go right on top, and the eggplant's hot, so it's going to melt just a little bit, like that. And then I'm also going to do, I forgot to add in the ingredients, the beginning, some Parmesan cheese. I guess it wouldn't be eggplant parm without that, so I'm just going to sprinkle some of that. Nothing too crazy because we're doing layers. And then we want a healthy portion of sauce in the next layer because we definitely so my camera decided to work again. For how long, I don't know. So I finished the layers, and as you can see, it's about, I don't know, 90% way to the top. And this is before it went in the oven, so it's all nice and layered. And it is going to bubble up a little bit, so I wanted to give it a little bit of room so it doesn't go right over the edge. And I will show you guys what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. On the final layer on top is just cheese, sauce, and then Parmesan cheese. And it is going to go in the oven at 375 for about 40 minutes.